I'm really gonna interact with you. You watch this.
Shark fins.
Mr. Customer, how are we doing today?
Great, good morning.
Good morning. It's awesome talking to you on the phone. I really appreciate your time out for me coming out here. Want to kind of go over some things that we talked about on the phone. And I'm always a visual person, so I'd like to utilize this trusty little board you got here. That be okay with you?
Go for it.
All right. So in researching your company after our call and kind of finding out some of your pain points, I wanted to give you kind of a visual, give you a storyline of things that we're seeing that are typical with enterprise customers such as yourself. Currently, I'm going to put a few numbers up here that are going to illustrate my point. First one is 29. Okay. Next is 150. The last one is 86. Now, do these numbers mean anything to you? No, they're not yesterday's lottery numbers. Sorry, man. If they were yesterday's lottery numbers, it wouldn't matter anyway. If they were tomorrow's, we'd be good. We'd be good. Let me get back to the presentation here. So 29% is the compound annual growth rate for bandwidth for enterprise customers such as yourself. Okay, this is a study that was conducted by Cisco, basically just looking at all the different customers across the enterprise level. Now, I'm going to draw out this little line, which is going to represent 29% over the course of time. Okay, we'll get back to this. 150. $150,000. That's a lot of money, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can go ahead and put down a bunch of money on a house. $150,000. $150,000 represents the number, our average annual cost of downtime due to loss of service due to outages. It's quite a bit of money. I mean, to any company.
Based on what?
Based on, I'm sorry, this was research conducted by Business Week. Heard of Business Week? Business Week now?
Sure.
Yeah. Pretty reputable company, or reputable magazine. Last number, 86%. 86% represents the average number or average percentage of customers who will not come back to do business with you if you're down. That's representative of where the $150,000 comes from. Loss of sales. So if somebody's coming to hit your website saying, "Hey, I'm going to buy 100 widgets from you," and you're down, website won't go up, they can't place an order, they can't even give you a call on the phone, man, they're going to go see your competitor and wait,
never even considered that.
Yeah. Pretty harrowing, huh? Now, this is where you're sitting at right now. This is where your bandwidth was. I'm going to draw little pictures. This is you.
Doesn't it?
Right now, I'm going to make you sad, but I'll make you happy later. And here is your boss. He's got a big old hat on.
Sombrero.
And
Urban sombrero.
He doesn't know how happy he is. But again, if I make you happy, you're going to make him happy. Currently, what you have going on, you guys are expanding. You've got a couple of different initiatives. You have people VPNing in all the time, really hitting your site. You do a lot of online, marketing, that kind of thing. You have 3 or 4. How many employees do you have working for you?
We have 40 here, but we have 50 teleworkers.
Okay, good deal. And then you're also handling the help desk for those, almost 100 employees. So you have all these different things, all these tasks that you're taking care of, day to day, week to week, month to month. And let's be honest, This guy is never going to give you a chance to breathe. You're always, especially if he wants to grow his business, he's going to be looking to you to do it. So here, this is representative of all the tasks that you guys are currently facing, have on the, on the radar. And what you guys have right now, bandwidth-wise, you're running off of 5 megs, okay? 5 megs was great for you when you guys first started a couple of years ago. And in looking at y'all's website, kind of going over the little history, I always do my research before I go see somebody, so don't feel, I'm just kidding. But in looking at where you guys were and where you guys are now, your growth rate is, year over year, 40%. So
5 megs it's been adequate.
It's been adequate, absolutely. So this is where y'all are at right now. I'm just going to go ahead and write 5 meg. Now, just as I stated before, this 29% growth rate, which is indicative of this, is going to be going up. Now, your 5 meg is going to only take you to, this is basically where your pain point is going to be. Now, when you contracted with your current provider, with TelWest, it was on the basis of, we can bring you fiber, we can bring you this service, however, we can't get it to your door. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use we have to use AT&T.
Right.
We have to get that last bit. At the time, no problem, just bring me the bandwidth. Awesome. Now you're looking to upgrade, okay? Upgrade's going to cost some money. I think you guys are where you're at. From what you've told me, you guys are prepared for that upgrade. Now, where does it make sense to spend those dollars? Okay, it's going to cost money. It's going to cost money today. Now, TelWest is going to go to AT&T, find out how much more bandwidth for what price. Next year, as more of these initiatives are implemented, more employees are brought on, more traffic's generated, more bandwidth you're going to need. So you're going to have to upgrade again. At this point, you're wondering, okay, I've had how many issues now where I am calling in to TelWest, and TelWest is calling in to AT&T, and each one of them, has their own, a lapse of time where they need to get back to the customer. So TelWest, you're going to call him, you're going to call the guy who sold you. He's in turn going to call the guy who sold him.
And I call my rep, he gives me this number, I sit on hold for hours.
You sit on hold. How does that make you feel?
I don't have time.
You feel important?
Yeah, CEOs yelling at me the whole time.
That's got to make a man feel good, huh?
No.
Let's,
anyone hiring?
You know what? I don't know. It sounds to me, I would actually step off his presentation and sell him right now. Okay, so let me get back to it. So there's some pain points. You're starting to kind of wonder if this is the right decision for you, if this is the right solution that's going to future-proof your company. Well, it's not over then. I mean, right now you're at 5 meg. You'll probably go up to, the next logical maybe 10 meg. After that, let's go up to 20 meg. So, and then, basically we're looking at, that's supposed to be a triangle. We're looking at, in the future, how much downtime have we faced with these outages? When somebody's pointing the finger at somebody else, and I'm sitting on the phone for a couple of hours. You already told me you're not a big fan of that, and he's up here just kind of not a big fan of you. I want you to keep your job, and I want you to be happy. So what I am here to propose to you is a solution that can give you unlimited bandwidth. How would that make you feel?
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Because as you are consistently growing, as your bandwidth needs are consistently growing, I can bring you all the bandwidth you need. That's going to mirror where your company is, where your growth is, bandwidth needs, and really anything past that. So what would you think if I could, when I can deliver you up to 1 gig?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're not buying a Ferrari here.
You're right.
Do it.
Absolutely. I'm just
We
giving
got
you
a small budget to work with.
the small budget. Good deal. We'll start small, and as you see the value of our services, you'll grow. Businesses are only growing or dying. There is no third direction. Tom. So, with that said, I'm not asking you to buy a gig today, but what I'm asking you is, you have the ability to upgrade to a gig
I see.
without any
Awesome.
anything more than a flip of a switch and a mid-contract upgrade in the future.
Really?
Absolutely. No construction, we're flying through. So let me, up to a gig of internet with one company. I'm going to deliver you the last mile of connectivity to your location. One company and one phone number. That when you call in, you're prompted to hit 2. You go right to an engineer who's looking right at your service, at your location.
How long does this take?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
10 seconds
Can you
max.
prove
90%. Let's call him. Okay.
That's all I want to see.
One phone number.
Wow.
90% of the time,
Impressive.
on the first call, your issue is alleviated, and you're done. So, imagine this service that can provide you all of this, that can take the hassle of the 2-hour phone call out of the equation, that can deliver you unlimited bandwidth it's at your disposal, can provide you 99.95% of availability to your telecommunications closet, and will not break the bank. I can deliver it at a very competitive and reasonable cost. What would you say?
How much is 20 megs?
How much is 20 megs? $980. Sign right here.